All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have episode number 20, and this is our season 2 recap show. As you see, the Football League One table, we finished first place, 18 points ahead of Charlton Athletic. And just because people may be curious, Huddersfield beat Sheffield United in the League One playoff. So it worked out that the top three teams were all promoted to the championship. As you see, we had a good streak there: 37 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses. That's a very good record. I'm really happy about the 90 goals scored. We led the league in that, easily led the league in goal differential, only 15 goals allowed. As we scope down the bottom of the table there, Rochdale and Walsall were out of it for a long time. As you can see, that Oldham, who survived, was 19 points ahead of both of them. Brentford out, and then I think we kind of doomed Swindon Town because we actually played them twice in the last 4 games. I don't know how the schedule worked out like that, but we did. We beat them both times, and so they dropped below Oldham, and they'll be hanging out in League 2 next season. So pretty good run there, probably because I didn't record any of the videos. Let's see, what else do I do? Oh, the old squad report. As you see, Butland moved up 2 to a 74. I'm going to put it on this so you guys can see the attributes that did go up. Yedlin, Speedy Yedlin moved up 4 to a 72. Ta, I'm getting ahead of myself. Ta moved up 4 to a 73. Ake, or Ake, I don't know how you pronounce it. He moved up 4 to a 74. Mbai moved up 4 to a 71. Shabala moved up 2 to a 74. Jed Wallace moved up 4 to a 71. Werner moved up 3 to a 70. Meyer moved up 1 to a 71. I'm a little disappointed. Like, he played in 37 games, and I mean, not much really moved up. That's kind of disappointing. Martial moved up 4 to a 70. Donnarumma moved up 3 to a 72. He was our prior player of the year. Yashil moved up 4 to a 72. Bradley, who's leaving the club in about 3 days, moved up 2 to a 65. He only got in 4 games. Marston, who's one of our youth players, he moved up 2 to a 71, which is pretty awesome considering he's only 16 years old. Mieralis, he's also one of our youth players we promoted. He moved up 4 to a 66. So we got some really, really good young guys. Mamadou moved up 5 to a 70. George Green moved up, none. He's still a 64. Azog moved up 3 to a 70. Tom Warren, who's another one of our youth players, moved up 4 to a 62. It's pretty good. Lancaster is a guy we just signed from our youth squad a few days ago. He's already moved up a little bit, but not overall. But 64, I put him out for I'm going to put him out for a loan. Or maybe we could finally sell Creccio. Zabre just came back from a loan. He didn't get a single game. I hate the loan system in this game. That's a whole other video. Butner, I'm not really good at my German. He moved up 1 to a 62. He's another youth player we just signed a few days ago. The weird thing is with him is that he was on our youth bench. He is like an overall or a projected overall of like 86 to 94, something like that. And he was like an overall currently of like 42 to 46. And then like bam, all of a sudden it went from like 42 to 46 to like a 62 to 66 or something like that. Crazy jump. But anyways, yeah, we signed him. He wanted out. Kretcho moved up 1 to a 62. Slachev still at 64. Zimmerman moved up 4 to a 69. Shrivers moved up 2 to a 67. Craddock, who's actually joining Exeter City when his contract expires, which is in like 3 days, so he'll be gone. Gill moved up 3 to a 73. He missed like the last couple months because he got into it. He was injured. Manakana moved up 1 to a 62. Christie, he's also suffered a training injury, as you see. He's got a broken rib. He'll be back in a month. He moved up 3 to a 70. Ngala moved up 2 to a 66. Declan John moved up 1 to a 61. He's still out on loan, hasn't gotten a game. And Gauld is out on loan at QPR, also hasn't gotten a game, but he moved up 1 to a 67. So I kind of wanted to get Gauld back after Gill went down, but it was like $330,000 to bring him back. So I thought, forget that. Our youth staff, we have 2 guys, ironically both 5 stars, who are both from Ireland. And then our youth academy has pretty much gone down because we had to sign those 2 guys. So we just have this one player. So we'll see how that overall does. The potential is nice, but it's 67 to 89, so who knows where that can go. And check out the player stats, top scores. Donnarumma finished with 17. That's good for third. Unfortunately, he had like 13 goals in like the first 12 games. So he pretty much fell off the map in the second half, which is disappointing. But Yashiel finished with 13. As you see, that got him 12th. I think there might be one other guy. Yeah, Martial finished with 11. And that's all on there. Assists, Donnarumma finished first with 12. Yashiel with 9 finished in 8th. Gill with 7 finished in 12th. Martial finished had 7, finished in 15th. I mean, obviously those are all tie. And then Werner had 6, and that put him in 23rd. Clean sheets, Butland 32, finished in first place. And then we won't get into the yellow cards and red cards because we know that we don't really get those a lot. And then going to the team stats here, we'll go goals. Tunkara, it would have been nice to get him one more so that we could have 4 guys finish with at least 10. But unfortunately we didn't, so we had 9. Wallace and Gill with 5. Mireles and Azog with 4. Azog was like king of like crazy shots from outside of the box that just happened to go in. And Zimmerman, all 4 of his goals were scored off of corner kicks. Meyer finished with 3, Craddock with 2, as well as Werner, Green, Schreiber, Shabala, Ngala, Manakana, and Kretcho had 1. Assists, as you see there, we had a lot of mixing it up a little bit. I don't know how Ta ever got an assist being a center back, but yeah. So there's clean sheets, and we did have some yellow cards, as you see. Donnarumma, Werner, and Shabala all had 1. No red cards. Our average, Donnarumma finished in first. As always, usually our outside midfielders always seem to finish with the worst. As you see. I don't understand, I mean, how Butland only had a 66. And Kretcho, Craddock, really bad, 60. That's not good. I guess we could view other tables just so you can see. As you see, there's the FA Cup. Now, we had lost to Barnley, excuse me, who then turned out to lose the next round to Everton, who went on to the final and lost to Spurs. And the Capital One Cup, as you see there, we lost to Man United in dramatic, crappy fashion. And then there was another dramatic, crappy fashion game. And there's the playoff where Huddersfield won. Barcelona beat Madrid in the final. Roma beat Marseille. Oh, well, we don't need to see all that stuff. So, yeah. As you see there, those two guys, the only ones. And then Ngala, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I know I definitely, with Bradley leaving, I really do feel like I need to pick up a center back at some point, and maybe even a striker to replace Craddock. Shrivers could be that person, but the problem is that his stamina is so awful. As you see there, it's 39, so he can only like play once, maybe once a week, and that's being lucky. And the other thing I should mention is that EA, they gave you the scout during the first season, but apparently that was only for one season because he's gone. So I don't have a scout now. And as you see my finances down here, excuse me, I'm like, because I bought that other scout, or the other youth scout, that was like 11 million, which pretty much killed my finances. And the only thing I've really been doing is basically guys have been saying, hey, can we look at my wages? So I've just been using basically the money just to keep those guys with the squad. But I guess that's it. Kind of a shorter recap show than it feels like normal. But yeah. So anyways, that's the that's it. I'm probably thinking about maybe taking a break from FIFA for like a couple weeks, because I feel like I've just been playing this game nonstop since the one came out, and I haven't really given any other games a real chance. Like I haven't even played Forza yet. It's been sitting there since I got the system. But anyways, yeah, that's the video. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll catch you all in the beginning, season 3 in the championship. All right, adios, peoples.